to get in. But we're getting into our pistol round, and that's the good news. Those are right now, and I'm gonna destroy and blow your mind with that stat. Polaris is 100% win rate versus C9 on pistol rounds.
Oh boy, let's see if it holds. Polaris instantly, all three of them got revealed outside shower, by the way. You don't want to see that, and the drone comes through, but no one's really following it. They know a player's heaven, but that defensive Viper wall cuts off any sort of information trying to clear out U-Haul. And the Viper locks down A short too. So the drone, very ineffective. It tells you someone's heaven, but are they still heaven? Who knows? Now Zoe dropping mollies, putting smokes on B, playing it completely by herself, trying to get some kind of a rotation out, but I don't think that's going to work at all. C9 are not ones to quickly fall for a small little trick like that, and Polaris again sort of shut down, bide their time.
Yeah, almost no damage has been exchanged except Jazzy here versus Zoe towards that B side. Zoe coming out on top. Clock is starting to tick here. 40 seconds left. We're going to have to take a decision. It looks like it's going to be a set towards B as Hookah is still controlled by C9. So that's going to delay Polaris attack so much, as well as
30 seconds.
I just tried to teleport here.
Yeah, we got TPs. We got TPs. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, is C9 left 2 anchors on A. This is exactly what we were saying in the pre-match, and guess what? Jazzykin somehow is pushed up. We're going around the world! We're going around the world! TPs galore, but they get sucked in. Hookah still should have enough time to put the spike on the ground, especially with Zoe pushing all the way towards spawn. They make sure no one's on site to shut that one down. Polaris going every which way. I absolutely love it. That's like the alpha strategies, right? Like from like not the alpha, but like from alpha beta, from like early in the game when you would go around the world on pistol rounds just to confuse your opponents. Oh, I love to see it. And Polaris are able to get the spike on the ground and make it a little bit difficult for these 3 players of C9 to get back onto the site. And as I say that, Mel and Alexis get to find a third. Alexis is good for a third of her own. C9 win their first pistol. Harvey, how did you curse it?
Oh no, I cursed it. I thought this was it. Around the world was perfect, especially that crush outside of Hookah. Everything was going right. And then Alexis just did not want to hear it. She stole that retake with triple kills. I mean, she wasn't really quiet in the last couple of in the last map. She did really well, but she was getting outshined by key players who were doing even better, like Annie, right? But here, oh my god, that triple retake, that camera view is perfect because it really showed how good they played this. I don't know if it's Polaris giving too much ground in that retake and not playing the bomb, but oh my god, that's unfortunate.
Call C9 White the universe because they have so many stars. Okay, C9 White. I'll stop. Okay, C9 White back in business here. And Polaris only pistols to go for themselves. Oh man. Polaris in an uncomfortable position. Oh wow, almost the timing to be able to find Annie there for a moment. We'll just drone through showers and see one player exactly. You know Luna's there. High likelihood someone else is going to be waiting there as well. But again, C9 not overly pushing outside of B or anything like this, just making sure they hold all their angles. Get triggered. Dashes up towards U-Haul, but they're playing backwards enough. Giving enough respect over to the shorty in her hands. And we're back in the teleporters once again, but this time we're ready for it. Mel is there. Shoots Starlight straight in the back. And this round is all but wrapped for Polaris.
Yes, Lazy 12 does not had a lot of odds in her favor. She's going to be falling right away. Flawless from C9 White. And I mean, it was a safe round and expected outcome, so let's see what Polaris has in store for us, because this is getting cool. I'm really liking the teleport situation that's happening, and it does feel like finally maybe C9 can get caught off guard for the first time in this matchup just because of that game mechanic. So looking forward to it. But we have 3 players towards B59, and that might be the impression I was talking about last map that I never got. Seems like it might be happening towards B long.
Yeah, the flash will go out there, tells them there's no one waiting there. We can quickly and easily grab this orb for ourselves. It was a bit of false information, because of course Katrigger just playing way back there, past Fountain with her operator. Now just going to use that dog. I'm basically just looking at the minimap to see what information C9 can try and gain for themselves, because the rest of Polaris is scooting forward over on A. If they were to execute over towards A, that might look good for them. But right now, not in perfect positions for themselves. Annie just has this Marshall up towards Heaven. Sees a shoulder. She's ready for it, but doesn't quite find the head. C9 are in a good position if they wanted to like quickly teleport flank or something like this, because it's an eco round. Wouldn't be the worst option for them to pinch down on sewers once their showers rather, once the hit does come through. But Luna will fully heal off that kill up towards Heaven. The Leers come out, and this is going to be the site hit. Not much C9 can do to fight back against it with 3 on B.
And there's a flanker here who's going to get caught off guard by Katrigger. She's going to get that kill onto A, and then Luna on her second. This is a situation where C9 has to think, is this the moment we need to save, or are we trying to drop as many weapons as we can? Looks like that's going to be the latter, as they're getting ready to retake that U-wall with that Sky ultimate or ability. And they're going to both fall to a Luna, who honestly maybe have been a little bit lackluster last map, and showing up with the 4K really early into this game. A gun round won by Polaris here.
Yeah, big one for Polaris, and C9, I believe we're bonusing for the most part over there, so definitely trying to get onto the site and get those kills like you were talking about. Interesting.
Yes,
operator in hands of Mel. Yeah, you want to take it away then? It's all yours.
No, but I'm really curious, because this is something that you don't see quite often, especially when you have multiple opper on that team. And it's going to be Mel here, taking some ground into Bathroom, and she's doing all by herself with some of the Astra abilities, kind of stopping her from getting any further. And this is interesting. She doesn't have a lot of utilities, but she's going to utilize that op as her only weapon here. And she's going to get the first kill onto Polaris right away, early into the round.
Ooh, a little surprised to see the op shot come through. Gives a little bit more information than maybe Polaris would have liked to hand over to C9, but as you see, very quickly rotate out. That's the idea, right? You show some presence over towards B long, then you get completely out of there. And some confusion to the comms of C9. C9 don't really bite on anything. Still just Mel has fallen back deep on site to watch A short. Annie mostly tucked away in U-Haul. There could be an angle at which, like, timing-wise, that Zoe could actually pop out of showers and maybe get a little bit of space herself. Right, see? Like, I'm looking at the map right now, and again, you see the timing may just about work out, but Alexis down B long. You have one flash to work with. And a raise right behind you to quickly trade off if you wanted to go for that play. Kind of like the idea from C9 is... And now Polaris are having to commit just a little bit. Alexis is here, and they knew that, but it's too little too late. You just got to save the operator at this point. A 1v4, you are not wanting to lose that gun.
And right after a very good round from Polaris, we're going to be in a rough situation. I feel that we never decided to take a stance where we wanted to go. It's a little bit of a repeat from Icebox. C9 is not giving any mistakes, any picks, and that causes Polaris to not really know what to do when they have to take a decision to go to a side. And that little bit of hesitation here is costing them some rounds. At some point, if you realize that C9 is not pushing in that round, maybe around 50 seconds, there's no way they're pushing. They haven't throughout this whole matchup. So take a decision, try to collapse on a site and make the best out of it, because right now, nothing else is working.
Yeah, I mean, it was Luna that really stepped up in the previous round, right? Got the 4K, got the win for the team, but she gets opt-in showers immediately to start the round. Now what do? You know, you wait for C9 to push showers. You got the kill, take another. C9 aren't going to do that. Down B long. So often when you see that buddy system go down and a Sky is flashing B long, the Raze is peeking out, swinging off of that behind her. So you have Polaris trying to play anti-flash down B long, wait for that play to come, and it never does because C9 aren't overextending themselves whatsoever, and then all of a sudden the clock begins ticking and you feel the pressure and you end up walking straight into the line of fire of 2 or 3 players of C9. Luckily, they did hold on to that operator, and the buy is going to be good for the most part for Polaris, so maybe they can make some room here. Notice that Annie is actually the one operating from up in A heaven, so a little bit of a different look for C9 in this round. And the Viper's Pit gonna be put to try and get the spike on the ground, but Jazzykins comes up over the back of truck with ultimate, gets two. Mel pushed up out of showers to find another, pushes into showers. You can't do it to him like that. Mel crushing through Polaris.
That is a round for the book because that sums up how C9 can be dominant in this circuit. Jazzy King getting the double frag out of a showstopper, and then Mel just going around pushing back Polaris. And I was mentioning how Polaris should just commit to a side, but I'm kind of biting my lips here because that's what they did. And the C9's just like, you know what? This also won't work.
Yeah. The rocket from Raze, the ultimate counter to Viper's Pit, if you didn't know, and Mel, the ultimate counter to, I don't know, surviving, taking a site, doing anything. She's sitting at 8-1 currently on that Viper. All for C9. Polaris tried to get some hopeful spam here with the Sheriff through Hookah. But oh my word, C9 just putting on an absolute clinic when it comes to shutting down Polaris. And again, playing for some information with the birds. They get that. They know B-Long was clear for just a moment, so they're able to tuck on in there. They use the dog down B-Long, too, to follow up the Roomba. So they just know virtually everything, and Triggered stuck around too long outside Hookah. Gets taken down, and C9 have fully reclaimed forward positioning on B.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be a bloodbath towards that Octagon because C9 is not only feeling it, but they're also getting positioned to hold that push, and there it is. Everyone is gonna fall. Jazzy gets 4 kills. And if we thought C9 was warm up last map, well, I have a sad news for Polaris because everyone is showing up in this one. Look at this scoreline. You know, it's really difficult to play a team like C9 if everybody is just not missing.
And the thing is, C9 are now feeling themselves because we now see, like, Mel the previous round pushing into showers after they got a few kills.
That's true.
That time, it's Alexis swinging off her own flash. 2 rounds ago, when C9 were like, oh, you know, let's not give them early round, like, they weren't doing that. Now, they just think they're way better, right? They're swinging into whatever they can take, and they are winning time and time again. Hunter's Fury to try and clear out the back of sight. Didn't actually find that tag onto Jazzykins, but Triggered is on the hunt. Will she push past triple? Because there's like 3 different people right in position for her. Katsumi saw her for just a moment and gets that one, and Spike still has yet to be planted. Katsumi playing behind triple. You can't really plant the spike. Now you have to consider teleporting, but there's still a player over towards B if you want to go for that. Starlight shows up for a kill. But again, they can keep swinging around here if they want. It's so hard to deal with. The flash comes out. Jazzykins speaks for a moment, gets the kill, and it is just misery. Complete misery for Polaris trying to play on this site. 2 players are alive, and Zoe keeps chances up for just a moment. Just quickly go for the reload. Changes over to gun with just 6 bullets in it. That's not going to get the job done either. Need I remind you, that spike stuff right next where Annie with the operator comes away with a 3K. You know, you were saying everyone showed up to the server. Annie only had 2 kills before this round, but Annie's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm here to stay. 5 for me.
Wait, okay, 5 total. Okay, I thought she aced here. I'm like, I missed that part.
No.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, to be honest though, she didn't have to do anything. It's like Katsumi right now is sitting on 1 kill, but she doesn't have to do anything. Her whole team is completely dominating this half so far. The only round that Polaris was able to secure was round number 3. It looked really promising for this half in this matchup, but right after that, C9 replying and kind of shutting any hopes that Polaris had to win more than one so far. We're going to see on another save round. Yeah, they're pushing.
They're just simply pushing forward here. Oh man, all the knives. Not going to be enough to get a kill. Starlight gets 1, but something tells me Mel is not going to save. It's just 3. The push out. Katsumi taps twice, gets 2 heads. 7-1 on the board now for C9.
Yeah, this is the kind of attitude I expected on Icebox.
You dropped the eye on Sheriff? What are you doing? She's trolling.
It's actually not my favorite.
What's your favorite?
Yeah. The one that has like a bunch of shapes that has like deconstructs itself and reconstructs.
Oh, the singularity. The one, okay, it's the one she went for.
So what? Excuse me.
The one she picked up in the end.
Ooh, is that okay? Let me see.
I think so.
Please show me.
So. Oh,
yeah,
come
it's my
on.
favorite. I like it a lot. I think it's beautiful, especially in purple. All right, and here we have it, another round, but this time Polaris has guns. Cat Triggered is back on the operator. And they're gonna need a little bit of more coordination if they want to stop.
Look at B side. Look at this push. Look at
yeah,
how far up.
Yeah, you're
Mel
right.
and Alexis are. They're going on a world tour right now, and there's no chance Cat Triggered is ready for this. Wait, are they even gonna? Guys.
Wait a minute.
I mean, it ends up being even better because maybe they get a second kill here, and they do. Cat Triggered's like, wait a second, that's not possible. I was right there. Oh, a dink onto Luna. I believe she's getting off of that one, and they don't expect Cat Triggered from behind. So all of a sudden, a 3 versus 3. Spike does have to be retrieved, though. C9 are going to give that one over, and now. Seems like you just rotate back over towards the B site. You know 2 pushed out of B, so at the most, there's 1 person here ready for you, and at the very least, like it is right now, no one there to stop the push.
And they're gonna have a free bomb site here, and I like that they're just committing to this, not hesitating, because that's the right play, definitely. But they've retaken this post plant has come up in favor of C9 almost all day long, so it's not over, even though 3 versus 3 spikes planted. It's going to be a really tough situation for Polaris to be in. Let's see what they can do. As Jazzy King is going to teleport.
I think they tried to mask the noise of that TP, and it should have worked too. With everyone playing on site, no way they heard that one. Good shot from Annie. Shuts down the Jet on the other side, but now has to do a lot of clearing on her own with just that operator. Popping down from Hookah was Jazzykins, but Slays is good on site for 2. And takes a second round for Polaris here on attack.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I think you had the right call here. That's why there's a divide to protect from the teleport. But we were in the eyes of the person that teleported, so we heard it loud and clear. So that's why I didn't catch on to that. But really good round from Polaris. Overall, you know what? And this is one of the only round that C9 pushed. And they got freaking punished for it.
They did. They did. And the funny thing is, if they see Cat Triggered there, I guarantee you, they kill her. Or actually, maybe what they would have done is they would have left 1 person with their crosshair on her head, and the other one pushes deep. And then you try to time it. Or you just get the kill and back away. But because they couldn't just get that kill and dip, that's why they got so punished. They got collapsed upon because they didn't do their due diligence. Didn't do their homework, which is not something we're used to out of C9. But hey. That small mistake allows Polaris to win around, get a little bit of hope more back for themselves. They have a divide of their own to work with if they want to. 1 point away from the Viper's pit too. So with the spike in the hands of Zoe, if they could get a plant triple or something like this, that post plant's very difficult to break. Oh, she just took the orb. Okay, nice.
Oh, this always worries me. Annie, I'm getting PTSD from last map with her shock darts. She did so much work for C9, and we're gonna see the first player fall here from Polaris. And I mean, the clock is ticking here. This is getting dicier and dicier for that spike to be planted towards it.
On site though, like they could plant whenever they wanted. That's a really good Roomba. That'll tell them at least 1 is playing A short. And the rocket to come on out. There's nowhere to go but Slays. Actually, oh my gosh, everyone from Polaris exploding out of the Viper's pit to keep their Sova alive. Absolutely huge save there. And Luna may have to sacrifice her life. Has some moves and gets a kill onto Alexis before dismissing away. Somehow is not taken down by the Hunter's Fury. Again, have some information on Slays, but Anidro isn't good for the shot. Now you have an operator. Very little HP on so many of these members. Mel could be so big here if she can find the right kills. Has a Molotov to work with. But just gets spammed straight on up. Zoe with the sense. She knows how Vipers like to play it. Annie gets swarmed on the left side. Luna will get that kill. A really great execute onto A. The patience rewarded by not planting and instead making sure they cleared that close pocket on site from C9.
Yeah, there was a point where, you know, here, Luna, I can't believe we have that replay, because that was crazy. For her to get away out of that Hunter's Fury, control her weapon or crosshair and get the kill here onto Sky. That was huge. And C9 dropping 2 rounds with guns back to back. Hey, that's a really good situation for Polaris to be in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of the cracks in the perfect helmet that C9 is wearing.
They have mixed some things up, now playing a little bit more aggressively towards showers with 2 players. But again, this is what I'm talking about, like the buddy system on Bind in particular is so evident in the way you try to play and take control of these entrances onto site. You know, all of them can be held down by 2 players for the most part, especially when you have an Astra on your team and you can just drop stars everywhere. So effectively you have 3 people whenever you have that buddy system. Just 2 guns only, but the utility is certainly there. C9, now with the showers push. They haven't shown this just yet. I think they might have done it a few rounds ago, but not this early on. That is for sure. They sense it, though. Jazzy Ken's around the corner. Annie does get the first, and then Smith knows she's right around the corner, but everyone is here for Polaris, playing off one another very, very nicely. Now they're going to try to hit this A site. C9 already here to try and defend, but Spike should certainly find its way onto the ground.
30 seconds left.
And another push that's being punished from Polaris. C9 is kind of tempted to want to close this map quick and fast, but that might be their downfall here, as they're gonna have to do another 3 versus 4. Retake another.
Triggered's on a monster flank too.
Yeah, and this time there's that flank that could be key here. Alexis, I don't know if she's gonna get away with that many kills like the last time.
A little bit awkward flanking with this jet on an operator, and C9 are just taking over the site. Mel, how do you keep doing this? Now your jet's just not in the right spot at all. C9, they decided to act quickly, and they had to. Wait 5 more seconds, you're getting picked off in the back, and now the round is unwinnable. But because they acted instantly, you see Mel 16-3. Why not act instantly? She feels so confident on this map. They are able to break open the site, and it's all because of Mel.
Oh la 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 la. That post plant was kind of disastrous here from Polaris. They had the upper end and they just let kind of C9 walk away one by one. Peeking, no one was trading. It's like the opposite when they're trying to take a site, where in the last couple of rounds has been very successful at it. So unfortunately, Polaris, you're back to square one in a way. This is the last round of this half, so everyone invested everything they can, and they're bringing it. This time is super early, super quick into this round. And Trigger is going to get a beautiful kill to Katsumi, but kills are getting exchanged left and right, and that flank is going to get caught by C9. That does mean that we're regrouping as fast as we can to our team, but C9 already has 2 players there ready for it.
I like the play from Cat Triggered there. The right click still resets on this patch, and the spike will go down. Ultimates not really available apart from that divide for Starlight. We haven't used that just yet. I'd like to see that go down. We are in the last round after all. But no flank to come from C9. Now a star will be placed. You assume the divide too. Jazzykin just comes flying out. ADS is at point blank. Slays will find that kill and the shock dart too. Alexis, so much work to be done, but it's Polaris to come away with the final round of the half. Take it up to 4. More impressive than what they were able to do on Icebox in the first half, but still a long way to go to challenge C9 for a map win. All right, everyone, we are back dropping hot into the second half of Bind here. C9 currently leading 8-4, already up 1-0 in this series. And a quick reminder, if you're just hopping in now, today's games, it's the round of 16. It's a double elim BO3 format. So both these teams have already won one best of 3. If C9 win this map, they are guaranteeing themselves a spot in the main event. And now we get to see them go on the attack here for the first time on Bind against Polaris.
A good reminder, because it means a lot for both teams here. Polaris, even though if they end up losing, it's not over for them. But we're going to see a push from are defending players. Cat Trigger showed up all day today, and she's trying once again to show how good she can be. This time, Alexis is gonna get the first frag, but that trade is good enough. It's good enough.
Yeah, you take that. I would say C9 win because they killed a Reyna on a pistol round, and Reynas on pistol rounds are completely unfair. So C9 happy with that one. And Annie just with the perfect timing comes straight up behind. Just gonna say thank you very much to the sheriff. Grabs that one, and Starlight also gonna get dinked right there, right around the corner of the wall. Down to just 4 HP, no heals or anything available. Polaris with very little avenues to get themselves back onto the site. The dart is going to be the first attempt at that, but they know they have to clear shower, U-Haul, A short. With 4 players alive, there is so much left to be done for them.
And it's going to be a monstrous round if they were to pull it off. That pick of the spike.
Oh, your gun's still showing, Slays.
Yeah, it's going to push C9 to peak, and all in the hands of Starlight. She has 4 HP. She gets a double, but that's not going to be enough. But look at the HP. Oh, that could have been so dangerous.
Okay, Jazzy just wanted to boost the KDA a little bit more. I wishes she could put that one in the K column, but unfortunately, that is not how this works. C9, regardless, going to take the pistol. Undefeated on pistol since he moved to bind. Maybe the bad luck just existed solely on Icebox.
I was about to say the same thing. Oh my god. Yeah, bad luck onto Icebox this time is going into their favor. But even though sometimes you've seen teams force today on their second round, that's not going to be the case here for Polaris. They don't feel comfortable with that. They're going to be on a slow and low buy here as we're looking into the eyes of the dog or the wolf. It's the wolf, right?
We call it a dog, I think. I usually call it a dog always, but I think it could technically be a wolf. Okay. I've always called it a dog. Chat, what are we supposed to say? I always called it a dog. It's the little.
Me too. You know,
Sova's got the owl. She's got the dog. She's got her birds.
Wolf face.
Maybe it's just like an aggressive dog. You know, what is a wolf if not a mean dog? I don't know. The commitment to the shorty is beautiful though. Triggered is gonna find one. They've got another shorty too. It's just the shorty gang in the back site here with Triggered and Luna, and that's all that's left. Unfortunately, C9 won't walk into them anymore. That's the one weakness of the shorty is typically you need to be close range with it, and C9 in the post plant can just back on away. Just chill. Actually, no, they're gonna walk in now. They're gonna walk in. They're gonna give him a chance. As I say that, Mel. Are we at a 20 bomb yet? Are we at 20? I feel like we're close to 20 if we're not already there for Mel.
Yeah, if we're gonna see it right away.
17. No, 17. Okay.
17. So not quite there yet, but things are looking great for that to happen, especially the way she's been playing. Had a little bit of a fun last round, but it was. You can see that C9 is kind of loosening it up, right, in this map. You can see that they're so close to getting a nice dinner, a nice meal. Before Polaris here investing into this round, they don't want this to happen. So they're going to go ahead and stack 3 players towards A, and that's not going to be the right gamble here. C9 is going hella aggressive towards B.
They're just going wild. For now, they're going to take a brief pause inside Hookah, but you can see having a Raze, having a Sky on your team, you can so aggressively go flying up into Hookah. So many tools to try and clear out the close angles, whether it's the Roomba or the dog/wolf, whichever you'd like to call it, on top of all those flashes. But I think the real work was made by Mel trying to get up A short. Looks like she was taken down very low, so that play a little bit red. Now we have the Sky healing to try and bring Mel up just a little bit. But still, C9 players waiting outside of B. So they have yet to commit here, and I think they're trying to get a quick rotation off this B site. That's what the lurk there from Annie is going to mean, but no one's going to step into the crosshairs of the Sova. Now C9 have to try their luck going onto this A site. And as I say that, they pop straight into the teleport. They have the spike over here. Still 2 players ready in waiting. Slays off the drop is going to swing out, get the kill on the spike. Maybe you won't expect a player to be all the way back spawn. Annie could get one here, but does have to step into a crossfire, so Certainly can't get more than that. And the time is ticking away. Round is all but lost here. And you stepped into the recon bolt. Thought she was safe, but just at the very end there, got tagged. Not fun at all. And, well, they could just let you live and give you a Spectre, and now you feel really stupid about having a Spectre in the next round. Damage the economy a little bit. Of course, maximum you can get after saving there is going to be plus 1,000. And Polaris get another.
Yeah, that was an important kind of situation for Polaris to be in. They didn't want to force and potentially lose some of their weaponry. You can see they're not that rich yet, so the economy still needs to be taken care of. And you want to build up on that. It was a beautiful round, though. They kind of disrupted C9 quite well. You know, as you mentioned, Mel really was shut down towards Cat and forced C9 to have to be on a teleport station. And I have good news for you. It seems like it might be dog, because the chat is putting a lot of dog emojis. So we're going to go ahead with the dogs.
That's exactly what you like to see. Some oh my dogs. You know what?
Yes.
What happened to Franker Z? That's what I want to know. Franker Z used to be hot stuff on Twitch TV, and nowadays, I don't know. I can't see the guy. I love that cute little face. Anyways, C9 back on a full buy this time, apart from Annie, who again saved that Spectre over from the last round. Ultimates to work with here. Alexis has access to the Seekers. No one else can really do much of anything, and I like that once again, see Jazzykins push up into hookah. A lot of times teams will like to get one player into hookah, test your luck over on the B site, keep options open as to which site you want to eventually end up hitting.
And Cat Trigger here shutting down that drone, but it doesn't seem like C9 were able to gather much information from it, and that means that they're on a pause. 30 seconds left, though. They're going to put a little bit more pressure outside of Blue and potentially hope that Polaris is going to be on a rotate. It does pull a little bit Cat Trigger out of Evan, but they're not going to bite too much as the rest of C9 is going to connect onto that, collapse onto that site. But there's a situation here where they might have trouble finding that fight.
Seekers coming right at the same time the smoke drops. Mel gets that kill. Great play from C9, shutting down the push out of U-Haul. Now they've got 4 players bundled up in U-Haul. How do Polaris get any control back here whatsoever? The answer is yes. Right over there. The boost up trying to peek in towards heaven. Again, hopelessly outnumbered here. 46 HP on Cat Trigger. That was the price she paid for the last fight she took. She uses the shot to try and mask the drop out of heaven. But is still concerned about so many different angles. Alexis is there, finds a 3K on the round, and 11th on the board for C9.
11, so one step closer to, I'm going to say it again, going to dinner. You know, it's getting late for everyone. It's been a long
You're making
weekend.
me hungry.
I know. It's been a long weekend. No matter how good you were today, you had to go and play all the 3 days. The Swiss format really, and then a double elimination bracket really pushes you to the limit. So C9 trying to close this as fast as they can, but Polaris showed a couple of great moments into that defending side. So they're going to be able to buy. Cat Trigger here is going to be on a hunt. And Annie Joe not losing a single HP on the other side.
Go on it. Go on it.
She wants it.
I like the idea. She went for it. Couldn't quite find the headshot coming around the corner. Now Starlight's just getting spammed through this box. Polaris and Starlight has to fall back. Taken solo. Again getting tagged through that smoke. Starlight just on an escape path for the time being. Jazzykins trying to bait the peek out there with a quick tap on the spike, and now you know. Now you have to swing this or you simply get spammed through. That's what happens. Now plant for spawn. Why not go on that completely insane push? Get the job done. Zoe has, well, very little chances left in this round.
It's a 1 versus 3, but at this point, you have to ask yourself, do I go for this? Or do I save this the next round? Because we're going to be broke here on the Polaris side for map point in series point. She's going to, unfortunately, be the one falling first versus Mel. And that doesn't mean she's not bringing that weapon into the next. I can't wait to see the money, to be honest. Because I don't know if they're going to be able to invest much into this round. We're at map point, Ender.
Yes, we are. And the Mel tracker reads 22 kills to 6 deaths.
She did it.
Wow. Okay, Mel putting on an absolute performance here on Bind. And the buys you were asking about are going to be pulled together here from Polaris. No full rifles for them, but perhaps a Guardian, a Judge. They're 1 point away from the Viper's pit, so that's going to be the call from Zoe is, well, maybe if I can get an orb, drop that ultimate down, we can have a chance. But I think C9 are kind of reading that, right? The last time we saw Polaris do this, it was a showers push into an orb to try and ult out of that area. Well, now you've got two duelists sort of staring down at that orb. You've got two other players holding towards a short. C9's read slightly incorrect because Polaris are geared up around the B site for the time being. But on the retake, they've got plenty of ultimates of their own to try and work with.
Yeah, only one player outside of Hookah. Our Viper Zoe pushed. I like that play. She's staying alive. She gave a lot of room though, and that does mean that on the retake, C9 does not have control of Hookah, even though Meld is right outside of it. Oh, I did not see that one coming. So it's getting a little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be. 4 versus 5 retake, spike down, and Mel winning so much time for C9.
Mel just hiding out back here, has a friend with her too. It's so hard. You're just trapped inside of Hookah now. The Empress is active for Luna. C9 win this round, move on to the main stage. Luna has been revealed. The swarm is on. Luna comes around, gets one. The dismiss straight into the waiting arms of Mel. Who else to close out Bind? Then the carry.